Genres merge, cultures cross, music acquires a new dimension. 50 artists from all over the world converged on one platform, performing in multiple venues across India. That's the magic of Seagram's 100 Pipers India Music Week 2 in association with VH1. The rock scene in India kicked off in the 80s and has a larger following today. Parikrama from India and Strings from Pakistan have driven the emergence of rock music in the subcontinent over the last 2 decades. These are the two bands that have become iconic in their own rights and will be making a rare appearance on stage together.
You guys ever thought about कि भाई यार कुछ opportunity ढूंढ के पाकिस्तान भी जाएं क्योंकि वहाँ का music scene कैसा है?
मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ ना यार हम कितना I'm so happy that you know I'm finally able to collaborate with you guys and then within 3 days we're collaborating with 2 Pakistani artists.
Right.
मैं 22 साल होने वाले हैं. हम हमेशा ये कहते हैं कि बहुत बड़ी मार्केट है, सबकी अपनी जगह है.
आपको डेट याद है कब आपका बैंड बना?
17 जून 1991.
हम आपसे बड़े हैं 2 साल.
हैं? हम इनको भैया बुलाएंगे भैया.
Do you guys ever plan to sing in Hindi?
As Parikrama, I don't know यार 22 साल हो गए अभी.
But we've collaborated with other people. Like I believe there was Shilpa Rao singing in Hindi and Agni's vocalist Mohan, he sang in Hindi.
We should do a show together.
Absolutely.
Seriously यार आपको आना चाहिए. 25 साल का मैं टूर करना चाहिए करके.
We'll plan something.
We'll open for you यार. We'll do the show. It'll be good fun.
Always reinventing themselves, always experimenting, and above all, always entertaining. That's Parikrama in a nutshell.
Oh, let the sun beat down upon my face. Oh, let the sun beat down upon my face. Starts to fill my dream. Of the driver of all time and space. Even right and
We did Parikrama and Friends to celebrate our 18th birthday. A lot of people have been telling us to do Parikrama and Friends again and again, but we just said that we'll do it when we feel like. It's been great so far. We're meeting some old good friends, jamming up with them. Great time.
I believe in the sun, even though it's low and rising. I believe in you, even without realizing.
We don't say that the audience way back in the 90s when we were playing were like dumb or something like that. They were a brilliant audience. Today things are very different, you know, because you have so many new bands, you have so many new different kinds of music, different kinds of influences, and it's brilliant. The more the merrier.
You gotta enjoy what you're doing. And like Confucius said thousands of years back, choose a job that you love and you won't have to work a single day. And that's the job we chose.
Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stay too long, I'll probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine.
Seagram's 100 Pipers India Music Week is a fantastic concept, bringing together all these musicians in all these different cities and all these different venues. It's absolutely spectacular.
Hey Joe, I heard you shot your woman down. You know I gotta shoot my woman down, and I'm gonna blow.
It was amazing, seriously amazing.
Seagram's 100 Piper India Music Week is the best thing that could happen. You know, we should have that more often.
So, who doesn't remember Dhani and Zinda? Strings is getting ready to rock India all over again.
Dhani, re
It's been 23 years and we're really looking forward to our 25th anniversary because, you know, it's really rare that you see bands together. And the best part about being in a band, you can enjoy the moments, you really, you know, have fun, you enjoy it together. But in bad times also, you're together. So really humbled the way India has responded, starting from Sar Ki Pahar, and so far till now, it's been amazing. We love coming here. Always we look forward to perform in different cities. They're all amazing people, amazing crowd. India Music Week is a great initiative. 50 artists coming together, 3 cities. I think it's a great step.
By Strings, it was amazing. I think one of the best performances I've ever seen.
I have loved them since my childhood and it was a dream come true kind of thing to see them.
Thermal and a Quarter is a path-breaking band from Bengaluru, India. Their sounds are as unique and layered as the fast-growing city of their origin.
We were safe, protected, wrapped up in our love. Anything the world could say was twisted, just words we didn't know the meaning of. Just words we didn't know the meaning of.
Music is everything for us. It's what we do, it's what we breathe, it's what we sweat. It's called Bangalore rock because it's very much like the city we live in. It's urban Indian rock music in English, and it's pretty much like the city of Bangalore. It's unique and it's a big mix of many, many things.
Space is what defines.
It's amazing to play big stages at festivals and small stages in pubs. The whole culture of going out and listening to music is amazing. It's a great time to be in independent music here in India.
Could it be anybody? I need somebody to love.
With love from Brazil to Norway, that's pretty much how Casa Murilo came into being.
You with your flags and your revolvers.
We met in Brazil, and then we each met a Norwegian girl. And then we moved to Norway with them, and we didn't have any money or jobs, so we couldn't speak the language, we had no friends. We just had each other. And we started writing songs about the experiences we'd had in Brazil and moving to Norway, and that's kind of how, and the band just has snowballed from there. And here we are in India today. It's pretty crazy.
See you chase the questions, I'll spring the traps, draw up an escape plan, stick pins in the maps. On our way, on our way, on our way, on our way, on our way.
We have a lot of harmonies, there's a lot of folk influence, and yeah, there's a lot of rock, a little bit of punk just to throw it in there.
Compromise, then again, called up all the demons and forgot our friends. Hey man, you're talking far too quick for me. Wednesday night, same old tricks, horse and carnival with the party mix. There's no surprise as he walks through the door.
Our show is about trying to create a connection with people, so
it feels great to be performing India Music Week. We've had a great time.
The performance was amazing. IMW is great!
Coming up after this break, world music to soothe your nerves. Stay with us. World music really took off in the 1980s. It is essentially the coming together of different sounds that have been growing in different regions of the world over centuries. Artists who have made world music famous are names like Cheb Mami, Pandit Ravi Shankar, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, Babatunde Olatunji, Ciro Baptista, and Nadro. This group from the Emerald Islands of Sri Lanka is a unique example of that.
Nadro is a percussion band. We are using a lot of Sri Lankan drums, Indian doles. We are using Indian doles, Bhangra doles. We are doing a lot of recycled percussion things. That's how we create our music. We are getting a lot of ideas from Blue Man Group, Stomp, Santana, and a lot of Latin bands like Mana, Mongo Santa Maria Band, Ricky Martin Band.
Percussion guys were really good, and the way they synchronized with the violinist was damn cool.
I think it was fantastic. It is one of the better events that I've attended in Bangalore after a very, very long time.
Giving the word recycle a new meaning and taking it into the realm of sounds and vibrations. Presenting Thalavattam.
We all come from different musical backgrounds. Thalavattam is the only band that we create a lot of our music on this spot and on this stage, depending on the vibe we get from the audience. And I think what happened with Thalavattam music is we all got to the basics of music, which is just sound and vibrations, and try to source these vibrations and sounds from different materials, maybe waste, maybe materials that are not used daily and considered junk.
Junk and made really good music out of it.
Indie music covers styles that often can't be categorized into commonly acknowledged genres. Autonomous, independent, these are the adjectives that are often associated with indie music. It borrows heavily from electronic, folk and rock music. Some famous artists in this genre are Death Cab for Cutie, Pinback, Modest Mouse and The Arcade Fire. In the Indian context, independent music is evolving gradually and carving a separate space of its own. Jill Is Lucky is a good example of the indie genre. They are a blend of different personalities and musical influences, all the way from France.
Well, J-E-S-U-S said love the one who's next to you, and then the one who's next to you will love you too.
Hi, this is Jill Is Lucky. We are playing music since we are very young, and the three of us together, that is the most important thing for us.
When I'm alone, across the country, my baby, now there's something wrong when I'm alone,
We all have different influences, and we mix them all when we are together rehearsing and working on the songs. Jill writes, So no, it's a kind of mix of different personalities.
I am still wasting my time and I'm still feeling blue. All the days after night after work, lying in the tears and eyes, chew after line, days after night, I'm sitting here begging me outside.
I wasn't, allowed to play because I was too young and was just hiding from the police. I remember once they came in the bar and they were about to take me to the police station, and I said, "No, guys, we are going to play your favorite songs," and we played the song of Sting. Remember? So we were allowed to stay.
You earn your freedom in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
When I'm alone, she calls me on the phone.
Very original songs, very different from all the other bands we've been hearing.
We'll take a short break. When we return, we'll hit the underground world of electronica and much more. Stay with us. Electronica found its roots in the 1990s in the underground and alternate scene. Some well-known international acts in this genre are Tiesto, Bob Sinclair and Robert Miles. Indian electronic music is slowly creeping out into the limelight. Groups such as Jalebi Cartel and Kora are pushing the scene forward. Today, electronica has crossed over and elements of modern electronica form parts of mainstream music. One more class act in the Indian scene is Blot, an audio-visual act giving you a whole new experience of electronica.
Blot stands for Basic Love of Things.
So we're basically an audio-visual act, and that's how it started when Gaurav and me met, because I'm from a design background, Gaurav's from music production, and I think the idea of combining audio and video came naturally to us back then.
Our music is always in a state of flux, as with everything in our lives. It's electronic dance music, but it's not restricted to any style. So we're producing whatever we enjoy producing. Anything that isn't Bollywood or isn't mainstream, it requires all the promotion that you can get. So platforms like IMW, they're great platforms for alternative music in India.
I'm at IMW and I'm having a lot of fun over here.
Like Blot is like really kicking some really nice over here.
DJ Pearl cranks up the sound system with music that makes a dance floor fulfill its purpose.
I play across the board many different styles in electronic music. I do a lot of warm-up acts where I play mellow, deeper sounds. Deep house is what I call it. My job as a DJ is to just string it together and tell a story. When you're DJing, what you really need is to use your instincts, to be intuitive about the crowd. There's a lot of scope to grow in electronic music in this world, but I will admit it takes a lot of resilience. I would just say that anyone who gets into this, should get into it for the right reason, and that can only be the music.
DJ Paul is rocking and this place is killing it.
It's all good, super.
Bandish Project, a music act featuring a blend of Indian elements in an electronica format.
Bandish Project started after my learning of Indian classical music, and I wanted to do something else with that and wanted to have a kind of exploration of music. 1997 is the time when we started Bandish Project. After that, it was just making my own music and playing it out, because back in the days, nobody was playing my music. IDM is supposed to be intelligent dance music. So people can only dance if they're intelligent enough. That's what it says. But it's not really like that. If you feel it, you're on there on the floor and you're dancing for it. My language for people is music, nothing else. That's how it works.
Breaking format barriers, bringing individuality to the forefront. That's Teddy Boy Kill.
We formed Teddy Boy Kill out of like a very basic desire. Music is like a lifestyle. It's our lives.
Sometimes when you're in a place where people do not really want any original music, it can be weird. So in many spaces you do find that culture is still there, where people want to listen to other people's music played by bands, and that can be a little bit of a downer, but that is changing, and that is changing rapidly. Bands like us are changing that.
That's what she said, it's okay.
We live in a big country where there's a lot of music, there's a lot of regional music. But let's say independent music does not really get focused or showcased in a large way. So via events like the India Music Week, we feel that a lot of cross-cultural collaborations can happen in the future. Also, a lot of new talent gets exposed across the border.
Schizophonic, a band that incorporates sound design, visual media and movement art into performances.
We grew up with, the music that we've been listening to. Without music, I don't think there's anything worth living for.
We've been performing for a long time. We like to be able to draw parallels between audio and video, and it's nice to see them happen live and nice to see them happen spontaneously.
The visuals actually differ from gig to gig because it totally depends on the club we're playing in, the kind of mood we want to set, whether we want to put the artists, these guys, in a space as opposed to having visuals in the background, whether it's a mood thing that we want to do.
overall good event, great turnout, great crowd, good energy.
The music is stunning, rocking!
Lots more fun coming your way as next week India Music Week moves to Delhi.